Oh, good morning, everybody. Saturday morning, and I have a cold. Go figure. But it's still a beautiful day. Why? Mueller report finally out. 22 months. 22 months. What'd they find? Nothing. No more indictments. So not one person out of this whole 22 months, not one, is involved in collusion with the Russians. But this is something we knew already. At least people with a half a brain knew already. So why are you so happy? Because now is when the fun starts. You understand? The whole Mueller investigation was the blockade to prevent Trump from doing anything. Trump's hands were tied. As long as this investigation was going on, Trump's hands were tied. Why? Because if he did do something, it would look like he's retaliating against the special counsel, or he's trying to obstruct. But you're going to hear that. That's next. Now that Russian collusion's off the table, I'm hearing that some of these idiot Democrats, they're saying, well, there's still evidence of Russian collusion, and it's hiding in plain sight. Hiding in plain sight. The FBI, the premier police investigatory agency of the United States, in 22 months, apparently couldn't find something that was hiding in plain sight. It must not be that good then. I think everybody in a federal prison that went to jail because of the FBI should be released if that's how good they are. So what's next? Well, the Democrats are going to cry obstruction. They're already going to start. What did Schumer say? Schumer said, we don't want Trump to get a copy of the report before us, because what's he going to fucking do with it? It's just a copy of the report. He's not getting the actual report along with a fucking jar of whiteout. He's just getting a copy of the report. But okay, so then Trump don't get the copy until you get the copy, because you're a big fucking baby. So Schumer gets his copy. What is Schiff saying now? Old Shifty Schiff in California. He wants to subpoena Mueller. How would I fucking pronounce his last name? He wants to subpoena Mueller. Mueller was their great hope. He was their white knight. Now that the report's out and there's no Russian collusion, now he wants to subpoena Mueller to find out what? Be my guest. I could give two shits. You want to subpoena Mueller? You want to throw him in prison? I don't care what the hell you do with Mueller. Have at it. So that's going to be the next phase. So probably starting already. Hopefully Barr says possibly as soon as this weekend, Saturday morning now. But I'm in no rush. Monday, Tuesday's fine with me. Let's get that report out. Let's see what's going on. Once the report's out, Donald Trump's hands are now untied. His handcuffs are off, and now the fun begins. See, you guys were waiting for the Mueller report. We were waiting for the after the Mueller report. And now that the Mueller report's out and nothing's there, hopefully, very, very soon, the FISA gets declassed. Once the FISA gets declassed, anybody who put their signature on those sworn statements to a judge. For those of you who still don't know what the FISA court is, basically, it's a secret court. Now, because it's a secret court, if you go before them with any kind of evidence, you have to check it. It's got to be vetted. You have to do what's called the Woods procedure. So it has to be done. And the Woods procedure is basically you telling the court, yeah, we checked it, everything in this thing is 100% true. Now, since it's a secret court, if you have any exculpatory evidence, meaning evidence that'll make the person you want to spy on look innocent, you also have to show that. They did none of that. They did none of that. So every signature on those 4 FISAs, where they swore up and down that this information was true, lied. It was wrong. If they had a Dr. Woods report, because if they did a Woods report, they would have found out everything was bullshit. So that means they didn't do a Woods report, or they did a Woods report, found out everything was bullshit, didn't give a shit, and just signed it anyway. And said, this is all 100% true. Because they didn't think Trump was going to win. So what do they care? Hillary's not going to look into it. She don't care. She paid for the goddamn dossier. So FISA will come out. Then the fun begins. Popcorn time. I've been telling you, the popcorn's coming. The popcorn's coming. It's popcorn time. So now we'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Next few weeks, next couple of months should be rather entertaining. I don't think he's going to go slow. I mean, Trump doesn't seem like the guy that'll take his time when it comes to something like this. But we'll see. Maybe it's not even in his hands. Maybe Uber's involved in this. Everybody remember Uber from Utah? What's he been doing for the last year or so? I know he's busy. Nobody knows what he's doing. Why? Unlike the FBI and the DOJ, where you would think there'd be no leaks, they leak like sieves. But nothing comes out of Barr's office. Nothing comes out of Uber's office. Nothing came out of Whitaker's office when he was the acting AG. Funny how all this stuff, all these indictments, the sealed indictments in the background, thousands and thousands they're talking about, but nobody knows nothing. See what happens when you keep your mouth shut? Wonderful things happen. Soon, very soon. You nitwits asked for this. You had an opportunity. Day one. The day Trump won. You should have just said, he won, fuck it. Okay, he's the president. Let's keep our mouths shut. No, double down, double down, double down, double down. Keep double downing. Not good. Not good. All those ridiculous statements. Trump's kids are going to go to jail and they're going to be indicted. Blah, blah. No more indictments. Guess Trump's kids are okay. What else? What else you want to ramble on about? You got nothing. You got nothing. And President Trump just keeps on rolling along, doing his job, despite the uphill battle he's had for 2 years. How he got anything done is amazing. How he got as much as he done is a miracle. But, again, we have a few more days till I think we see the Mueller report, and then maybe a week. I'm hoping less, but maybe a week of the Democrats and this, in plain sight bullshit and obstruction. You're going to hear a lot about obstruction. Trump obstructed. Mueller couldn't find nothing because Trump obstructed. Even though Mueller said Trump didn't obstruct. Read Barr's letter. No obstruction. What else? Oh, then we should get FISA. That should be after the pity party for the Dems. FISA will come out. And then the proverbial shit hits the fan. That's how I see it happening. Who knows? But it's going to be interesting. Catch you later.